Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Monday Night Brawl. What I'm trying to do is split parts on the long form content on the live streams as they happen, and I'm recording them locally so that I can upload them separately. I figured that it would be a good opportunity for more people to experience the content without having to drudge through all of the nonsense. So essentially, we're getting to the good parts, and the next video we have up on deck was actually the video that we were going to watch before Dashfire dropped the river rejection video. So I can't not wait to do this all over again with you guys. Why? Come on, there we go. So without any further ado, let's get into this. This is Memology 101, DSP Tries It. And if you are a regular of the channel, you'll know that I like telling a story with the videos that I play one after the other. It's chronological, and everything that you see in the first video will have direct implications on the next one. So we're going to start things off with Memology 101, and then we're going to finish it off with Duty Streams. So once all that's said and done, we may actually play some Street Fighter 6, but who knows? We'll check the vibes. And we'll see where we're at. Daft, thank you so much. Over the holidays, actually on Christmas Eve, the YouTube channel made it to 1K thanks to the majority of everybody out there in the Vortex, King Jad, Duty, Sav, all of you guys really put in the word. Lechero for sure. Everybody kind of rallied behind the channel and pushed us over the goal. As you can see on the bumps, we still have 4,000 watch time hours to go, but I feel like with this new system that I'm trying to implement, and I don't want to be talking about the behind the scenes production stuff like someone that we know.
I can say whatever the fuck I want and you like it.
But essentially, I'm going to take a page from his streams and chop up different parts of the live stream as it happens and then upload it later on throughout the week. Also, some more schedule notes. Let's go ahead and just talk about the schedule. I'm trying to get back into the habit of What Are You Doing Stepmania. We're on our second mix now. I did some excellent Stepmania streams on Saturday and Sunday morning, and I want to keep that momentum going. However, coming up, there's going to be a lot of very exhausting weekends for me because of wrestling. So I'm trying to figure out that sweet spot, how I can get my DDR streams, but also kind of work around the schedule that I've built for myself here. And so I think the only way that I'm going to be able to do that is start doing What Are You Doing Stepmania streams early in the morning. And by early in the morning, I'm thinking like 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And I can really only go until 8:30 at the latest. So it'll be a very early 1 hour What Are You Doing Stepmania session where we get through the songs. There could be conversation, but I'm not going to, go long on certain subjects. It's just going to be straight requests, and it's just going to be straight to the stepping. No, I'm trying. The ketoacidosis fucked me seriously, and it didn't do anything good for me. Like, usually when I get sick, I lose weight, but I'm sitting here and I'm probably 171 right now, and that was the same weight that I was when I first got sick and I started going to the doctor. And here I thought that actually being in ketoacidosis meant that, oh, my body's just eating up all this weight off of me. No, it didn't. Not even the water weight. I mean, I did lose 15 pounds because I was 185 and then I went down to 170, I think. So like, just being generous, rounding up, I lost about 15 pounds. But the cool thing about keto is, which I am in keto, is that I'm able to eat a lot of food and feel satiated and not feel like I hate myself after I eat. So for lunch, I had a double bunless, excuse me, burger with guacamole and salad lettuce and a fried egg on top. And it's all just a buildable from the local sheets, which is really cool. And then this evening, I had a delicious steak bites dinner with broccoli, cooked by the in real life female cell waifu. And it was absolutely delicious. Fellas, ladies, get yourself somebody that will insist on cooking you home cooked meals every evening. She insists. And in fact, I was using ChatGPT today to look up some keto recipes that I can give her, because she actually, and I don't want to give out too much of her information here, but she really does like cooking food. And she actually prefers when we give her ideas as to what to cook. And so I did my due diligence. I did some research, and I have a lot of keto dinner ideas that I can throw at her. And she loves to take on the challenge. That's one of her many talents and skills. And that's why we love her so much. Coffee says I'm 189 right now. Sheesh. Bro, I remember being 200 something. I always used to say like 280. I was getting close to 300, but like maybe I could just say I was like 250. And I'm a short king, 5'5". So it definitely showed, and definitely was not good for me. But then 1 year after I graduated high school, I like seriously played DDR and took a lot of diet pills, and that wasn't very healthy, but I did lose a lot of the weight, and I've managed to keep it off and on for a long time. And it's just that now I feel like I would have lost a lot more weight if I didn't get sick. So, essentially I'm starting from 1 again, and I've had a good run at it so far. So essentially the too long didn't read is I'm definitely trying to get more Step Mania streams in. And if it means having to do them only for 1 hour at the very beginning of each workday, then so be it. That's what it has to be. Short Kings. Rise up. We can't get any higher. So I end up getting high by the Puffco proxy with the joystick, by the way. This shit right here. Fire. Big ups in real life waifu for being super awesome. We love her. Absolutely. She's the reason I'm able to do any of this. And whenever I'm feeling down and she knows it, she'll ask me, so what's DSP doing? And then I'll say, well, we're watching a video about it right now. So here we go. DSP.
But outside of that, I just had fun with the first hour and a half. So I took a break.
All right. So not even a minute in and I'm pissed the fuck off.
Piss me the fuck off.
Yeah, that's right. It's got a joystick. Look at that. And there's a terp pearl inside.
I asked my audience live.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pissed off. Look at this stupid camera angle. Okay, so like I'm really big on the aesthetics of the thing. I'm not expecting anybody to watch this shit 24/7 as I'm doing it. But like I make a very conscious decision to make sure that the camera's pointed in such a way that I'm looking at the screen, on the screen, essentially. All right, that makes sense, right? This dude is like front on facing like this shit. It's very unaesthetically pleasing to me. It does not bring joy to my eyes.
You know, what do you think? Are
yep,
you
the joystick moves the terp pearl around, and
some
it
people
moves
are saying
the
they like it,
concentrate
keep playing
inside.
it for the rest of the stream, and others are like, this is incredibly boring, stop playing.
See, Dapper
all right?
Dragon knows.
So I
What's
said,
up?
Well,
Thank
that's
you for
all well
hanging
and
out.
good, but we only have an hour left on my stream. So if you're liking Monster Hunter,
and it's also in the middle of the fucking screen, like why? He has the border at the bottom, I guess, which is okay, but that why? And also half of his body's disappeared. Half of his arm is gone. Like I know that like this camo camera that I have here. Let me just see if I can click it and move it around. Like you can see the forbidden zone over here. That's where the green screen ends, okay? And like if I had the equivalent of what he had going on over here, it'd be like this, which is like whack. So I make the conscious decision that aesthetically you have all this shit going on and it looks like I'm looking at the videos with you.
and you want to see me keep playing it and maybe even play the real game,
it's like, yeah, it's Dapper Dragon's got it absolutely right. Not to mention it's very unnatural. At best, it makes you look overly formal. At worst, it makes you look creepy and unnatural, like staring into the camera.
Anyone gonna support the stream? And I got one $2 super chat, and that was it. Right? So here's the thing,
bro. I would
like
consider a $79 stream
I
excellent stream.
And you guys have asked me to try Monster Hunter again a third time, so I gave it a shot.
Asshole.
But I have to play games that when I play them, people are going to show up, engage, and support. Some people are engaging with the content, and I was like, thank you, because I'm trying to learn these mechanics and stuff, and I appreciate that. But I can't have it that every time that I try to do something that's outside of the mass demand of a giant new action-packed, difficult AAA release, or a hot new multiplayer Call of Duty or Street Fighter, or a FromSoft game, that every time we try something different,
facts.
Oh, well, that's boring.
Yeah, like, okay, here's another thing of it too. Miasma has it absolutely, Meowblock does it absolutely correct. The camera's so far away that the digital zoom is making everything pixelated. So he's always talking about the crispy HD 4K camera and all of this. It completely negates the fact that he has to push in the thing so much that it's going to compromise the actual quality itself. Look, I can do the same thing with my camo app. I can push in. I can push out. I like to think I got a pretty good jawline. That's a damn fine jawline. I'm gonna just say it. Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't give a fuck. Jawline on point. Fuck it.
We're not gonna support it. So
Math Bear,
I just said to my
Bear?
audience, listen, this is the third time I tried Monster Hunter. And I'm gonna be honest, I just don't think it works for this audience. It's not me, because I'm willing to try something new. I just played it for an hour and a half. I did 3 monster hunts. I did good.
Look, can we just sit here and admire this shit for a second? Don't look at my nails though. I regretted that. I need to cut my nails. Fuck you.
I think I didn't die. Right? I'm not frustrated with the game. I think the graphics are great. I think the controls are good. The mechanics are good. But I gotta do what's gonna work for my audience and my streams. I'm not streaming for myself.
It's gross. It's for this. It's not because they love what they're doing. It's not because for the love of the game or because they're true gamers. It's for this. And this is what it's become. It's not about putting out a quality review. It's not about putting out a
Meanwhile, look at this guy's jawline. Jesus. Look at that roundness. Shave your face with that sharp jaw? Yeah. I shaved the blade with my jawline.
Quality playthrough or quality stream. It's about making this. And that's sad.
I'm streaming for an audience. And the truth is, if you're watching this on demand and you weren't here for the streams today, what did you think?
Who talks about
and
like their stream
because I had announced that I was
and
gonna
their
be playing it today
profitability?
for
Who
over
does
a week.
that?
And everyone knew that I was going to be playing it.
Only
if you
assholes,
wanted to
really.
see Monster Hunter, were you going to show up and support or not? Right? This happened many years ago with World. It happened again with Rise, and now it's happening again with Wild.
He's just getting pissed that he's not getting money.
I'm a guy whose my time is very much in demand. Okay. People want me to play this game and this game and this.
By the way, you know what else I can do with this? I got the AI camera too. You ain't special, Phil. You ain't shit, bitch. You ain't shit but a trick and a hoe.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't care.
Damn, Coffee, tell me how you really feel.
In this game, they want me to have the podcast. They want me to go on a show over here.
Who's
they? Want me to
they?
do a wrestling commentary show over here. I have to do stuff that basically is mean.
Remember, guys, the Manchurian Candidate word is basically, because whenever he says basically, whatever he says after that is going to be bullshit, because he's basically repackaging what we're all talking about and making it into something that he could then use to his advantage.
Meaningful use of my time. People want me to try a million things.
Damn it, Matt Bear, I thought you were available.
Right? We just had a situation
broke
where I
my
played
heart.
an indie game. And the first night that I played the indie game, it did horribly. But then because I had explained it,
Phil sounds like a 6th grade boy.
But I want to finish it. People came out for the conclusion and supported it in droves.
And congratulations on the Masters in Education. Real shit.
Through Monster Hunter, this first stream where I tried the beta, no one really showed up to support. But then now people will say, "Oh, I want."
No one is $79. Fuck out of here.
Play Monster Hunter, so then they're gonna actually
eat my entire ass.
I don't know. To be honest, I really don't know. All the support that came in on this
3 years
stream
this
was
April.
on my
Let's go. Big ups.
This game. So when people are saying to me the entirety of the game is just hunting monsters and that's not fun to see you do, I really don't know how to counter that.
It's like drop a move, drop a move, drop a move.
I don't. I tried these co-op. People didn't like that. I'm trying it solo.
Yeah,
he
has this. He has the frame.
It is frustrating.
It's like he's coming out from underneath the frame,
now,
so it looks even worse.
There's an on-demand audience, but I need feedback. Like right now, I'm not even kidding. I'm really not even motivated to play more.
Because he's not getting money?
Yep, I'm toxic.
Because what's the point? What am I going to do? Play for another hour and then end my stream at $79 of support, 75 of which I got before I started playing the game. I could have been doing anything else, and it would have been a more meaningful use of my time.
Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here with this dumb shit. What an ungrateful shithead. What about the people that gave you those $75? Like, okay, you got it during the podcast. Thanks.
Oh,
and then people continue to give this guy money after the fact.
Says, no way, all you do is hunt monsters in a game called Monster Hunter. My point exactly. I said this earlier. We all knew what the game was.
Look, this is why River Rejection likes this guy so much, because once he goes in the crackhead mode over money, he feels like he's like a kindred spirit. He's like, all of a sudden, this man be tweaking about the $79 that he made during the podcast, and he's like, oh, scratching at his neck and shit.
This isn't the first time I've played Monster Hunter. I've done it multiple times. People know what the game is. So why would people then be
what
like,
MMOs did you play?
Well,
I rocked with EverQuest for a little while,
I'm really
WoW
confused,
for a little while,
you know?
And now Final Fantasy 14 is my bed.
I played other things.
Played that for 10 damn years.
Street Fighter right now.
And yes, apparently money's the only thing that matters.
$27 in support tonight. It's not gonna cut it. I think it might be time to retire it. I just don't like it anymore. It's just not fun to play.
I could be playing, I could be finishing Dark Souls. I could be.
He finished it today, by the way, and then when he did like an hour of Q&A, and that was unbearable.
Playing more Ninja Gaiden. I could be playing Onimusha Warlords, which I played the other day and I love, and people seem to like. It's the most viewed video for my marathon.
Dapper Dragon, I'm playing Dawn Trail right now.
So why am I playing?
I got to, I'm never going to be able to remember or to say the names of these goddamn towns. I can barely pronounce half of these fucking names that this game throws at me. However, it's the Wild West town, and Alu Jaja or whatever came back from the Golden City.
Playing this today then. Monster hunting sounds fun, but this game is not.
Sav, I would highly recommend it.
You gotta listen to me.
I would highly recommend it, but you have to push through 10 years of main scenario quests. And like when I first played 14, I didn't like read the story. There was a lot of reading. There's a lot of cinematics, and I was just pushing through it just to play it. I really wish I didn't, because then I really got enthralled with the story, and the story is actually very, very, very good. I think it's the best Final Fantasy, to be honest.
You gotta listen to me. This game is one of the most popular games on Earth. It's actually the most popular game Capcom has ever made.
I will have any conversation about Final Fantasy 14, but I just wanted to let you know where I was in the game.
Resident Evil, I think, overall has sold more copies, but that's because Resident Evil's been out since the 90s. But this is the most popular franchise Capcom.
And I'm gonna just say it too. Like, I played it from the PlayStation 3. I'm sorry we're getting derailed. But I played it when PlayStation 3 first came out, and it was a demo, and I fell in love with it, and then I started paying for it, and that was 10, 11 years ago. A Realm Reborn all the way up to Endwalker is probably the most satisfying and complete experiences of what a RPG, let alone an MMORPG, can be. And you don't even have to do the MMO elements in order to play this game to Dawn Trail right now. You can do a single player mode where the interactions that you're supposed to have with other players can actually be done with AI. You can do dungeon runs with just AI characters, and they actually retooled the dungeons so that it would make it easier for you to do that.
has. Okay.
Heaven's
so
Ward,
it's not
yeah,
that
let's
there's no interest in the
go.
game and everyone on the planet thinks the game
Played
is
WoW the
boring.
most.
It's the
Some Final
opposite.
Fantasy
For some
11.
reason, my
Let's go. I
audience
tried
thinks it's
D&D
boring.
online, but that was
I
horrible.
don't even think it's boring. I just had
Legends of
fun
the
for
Old
that
Republic.
90
I haven't
minutes
played that in
played.
years.
So I'm not bored,
Sheesh.
right? Perfect Picasso says, so are World of Warcraft and
Daft,
League
I'm
of
gonna
Legends.
try
Well, I
and
mean,
learn
that's a good point, too.
Chinese.
Games are very
John
well.
Cena. He's gonna get in the ring and put
I don't know what the hell Arc. What are you talking
At
about?
least I
Someone
know
says,
that the Twitch
bounty for
things are
Arkveld.
working.
Solo him for
Thank
10
you,
subs. I don't even know what you're talking
Aria.
about.
I didn't
How
need
could
those last 5
possibly
minutes
do
of
that
my
when I don't
life.
even know what you're talking about. Some people are crazy, man. The fuck is
But yes, I
Arkveld?
highly recommend just for the
I don't
story
know what
alone.
that is. It's obvious I'm not
And
gonna
if you
do
get
it.
into the rhythm of the game,
Like, what a fake bounty,
it's a big
right?
time investment
How
for
about
sure, but
this?
it's very satisfying.
You drop 10 subs, okay? So
What
then
an
we're almost
asshole.
to our goal, and then you tell me where Arkveld is, and I'll go fight it. Now, oh, go fight Arkveld, and then I do it, and then the stream ends, and you're a troll. How about that?
Damn, what an ungrateful bitch. This is how he treats his audience, by the way. What a fucking dickhead. Which one, Mandarin? Which I speak, or Cantonese? I didn't know. I don't know that there's more than just Mandarin, but whatever they have on Red Note.
If you drop 10 subs right now, I will keep playing this for the rest of the
Because
stream.
I'm going to
You
move
tell
to
me how
China.
fight this thing,
China
and I'll go
sounds
do it
fucking
right now.
awesome, actually.
It's that simple. It doesn't work the other way. I can't do that if I gotta worry every stream that it's everything dead.
Look at his jawline, by the way. Let's just compare jawlines. I can open envelopes with this shit. And this guy, look at the jowls. Ew. I liked Warhammer Online, but it died fast. You know what I also liked? I liked
Why is it dead?
Warframe.
There's people watching. Why does no
Warframe.
one care enough to say?
And I am playing Zenless Zone Zero a lot, which is a free.
Because that's always
It's
happened.
a free game, but
at the
it's not
same
really
time,
an
as you
MMO.
can see, getting people to check out this kind of game for me is
Right? I'm a great
insane.
healer.
It
I'm
really
actually
is.
leveling
Like,
up my
I
Sage
would
right now.
love
It's
to give this
81.
game a shot.
My
audience
Gunbreaker
just
is
isn't
100.
For it, for whatever reason. I don't know what else
Right,
to say.
Glass Joe,
Hopefully those
ass.
on demand will have some kind of comment, but third time.
Oh yeah, fellow
trying to
Warframe
beta a
enjoyer.
Monster Hunter game.
Never really played
And,
MMOs. I did
couldn't
RuneScape and
retain
got chat
too
banned
much
for calling
audience.
someone
Half the
fat,
crowd
though.
complaining it's
Well,
boring
if you're not making a factual
didn't hit my goal.
observation, then I don't think it would work out
So
for you.
I really don't even know what else to say. I mean, it speaks for itself, does it not? I did tough it out the whole stream.
Yeah,
and to be
shout out
honest,
to my
I'm happy
fellow
I did.
MMO
I liked
players.
those fights that I did there. That was fun. But
Yeah, it is kind of depressing when you're like walking around the old haunts in
I don't
an
know what else to
MMO
say. You
like
guys tell me what you
EverQuest.
think, but
I remember playing that for
enjoyed it. I think
PlayStation
that it's a
2.
good game, and I totally
We had
understand why
3
there's so many
PlayStation
people
2s with the
who like this
online
franchise.
modem attached to the back.
Anyway, that's it for the Monster
3
Hunter Wilds
copies of the
beta.
game.
So we have a few weeks to decide if I try it and actually
I'm going to
get
be
it.
playing
I'm
Street
gonna be
Fighter
honest, I don't think it's
6.
gonna work.
Hopefully
When we
after
couldn't get people to show up for the beta.
this and the next video. Yep.
You know,
Yep,
I don't know
yep.
what else to say.
Spent many
But-
hours on
All right,
RuneScape
hope
in
you
like
enjoyed at least the footage
2005,
that I showed ya.
2007.
It runs very well on
Prime
PC.
time.
I recommend
Prime
it
time
on
hours.
PC. It looks gorgeous. I don't know about consoles. I would want to play this game at 60 frames, and I just played it at 4K 60 frames. So there you
Yeah,
have
but we
it. All right,
can't
guys,
see that,
thank you.
Phil. I bought the
All right, guys,
season
yeah,
2
that's it.
character
That's it for the
pass.
stream. I hope you enjoyed it. Once again, it's a shame that for some bizarre reason people won't support a variety of games. What a shame. What a fucking shame.
Ew.
I love when there's people complaining, or not complaining, but saying in chat, trying to justify, oh, it's because the Super Bowl's today. You're literally sitting in my chat right now and not contributing. It's not that
Damn.
people didn't show up. It's that people don't support Monster Hunter. Do you get it? It was the same thing years
I hate when he said, this is another thing that he says that I hate. Can I get a board like Steve has where it's all the things that he says that I hate? When he says shit like that, do you get it? You get it?
ago. People
hate it.
will show up to say the game's boring, but they won't contribute to it. There's literally people here, but not contributing. Has nothing to do with it's the Super Bowl. It could be Christmas. It could be fucking New Year's. It could be, you know.
Exactly. If you're chatting in the chat, then you're helping the channel. Seriously. If we're live right now and a lot of people are talking in the chat, well, guess what? That's going to tell YouTube that things are popping off in the chat. We should get more people to see it. I look at my stats after the videos, guys, obsessively.
Yes, thank you,
that's my
Digma Cloud, who's
superpower. That's my
basically
autism.
a dark
I love
cloud
seeing the
saying,
progression of the
oh,
channel.
economy is down, inflation is
I
up.
see where
everything's
everybody's
terrible. Yes, I've heard
seeing
a
this
million
from.
times.
I
also
see
heard
what
this during
demographics.
COVID.
Yes, I also heard this during everything. You guys you're a broken record. No, the point is not that everything is down or more expensive. Yes, you're right. I mean, that's just fucking common sense. That has absolutely nothing to do.
All the way. I'm
right.
I'm a Cammy main, but I definitely
having slow days. It has nothing to do with it.
Bought the game.
We've already
bought the second season because of my and Elena.
Talking about the nonsense yet again for the millionth time. Because as you know, guys, just so you know, because
they're
the economy is down and inflation is up, no one is supporting streamers right now.
One small
there
and
absolutely are not any streamers right now who are streaming who are getting insane amounts of contributions from dummies. You know, none of that's happening.
I don't get why you can't talk to people who play at the same time and ignore the money part.
Because
the money's the only reason he's doing any of this.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Oh yeah, pimp.
Moritarians, I like Monster Hunter. At the end of the day, I don't think it's your kind of game.
All depends when
I would like you to clarify,
in real life female style waifu walks in.
My kind of game.
Because you know when a beautiful woman walks into the room,
stream and I told you
the internet, I'll turn that shit off.
I told you I actually enjoyed it. So why isn't it my kind of game?
I'll be sure to cut my nails.
It's not the audience's kind of game. Okay?
Makoto,
it's just like
let's go.
When I play RPGs and I'm having
Street Fighter
a great
6,
time, and then no one shows
Street
up
Fighter
and
3.
supports the RPG streams. It has nothing
Sir
to do with
V,
me.
hello, my friend.
I liked
Welcome.
that stream. I had a good time playing it. All right, well, sadly, we didn't hit the goal. There's nothing we can do about it. Tonight, hopefully on the Street Fighter stream, we do. All right, because obviously I want to do this DSP tries it in the next few days when my wife is working. One of the days when she's working, you know, it'll be great.
Here we go again. He's like, once again, using his fat wife. And we're just making factual observation, guys. It's okay to call her a fat wife. It's okay to call her fat because Phil has deemed it so that if it is a descriptionatory, if it's a descriptive assessment, I don't even remember what the words that he used were, but if you're describing what that person is, then it's okay to say it. If they're regarded or if they're overweight or fat or a bitch. Yeah.
To do it then so she doesn't have to cook. So we got to hit 3 goals. You know what they say?
But what if Early Cat walks in? I would take her out to the finest cheesecake factory, and then I would play her favorite songs in the car as we drove back to the crib, and then I would turn on the projector screen in the backyard and plant tiki torches and set the mood and light the torches and watch The Notebook poolside, and then retire for the evening in our own separate quarters. I had a sound effect waiting.
What? What the fuck? Be gone, fuck!
And you do it at least 2 or 3 times without any expectation of going to the next level, okay? But you keep inviting them over and showing them a good time, right? It shows you have restraint. And then they start thinking, then you gaslight them, okay? I'm not even going to front. Yeah, you gaslight them, and then they start thinking, well, maybe there's something wrong with me. How come they're not making any moves? Well, trick's on you. I'm afraid to make the first move because I'm kind of shy. She is a factual BBW. But also the real reason why I wouldn't do anything is because I wouldn't find any of that. I'm not really going for any of that.
Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, this is 3 tries. At this point, I think I'm done trying Monster Hunter.
Right, so like, Dapper Dragon has it actually correct. I mentioned this before. It's so bizarre to me. He only calls Cat my wife. No nicknames, no pet names, not even her name. Yeah, my wife Cat. Well, he always quantifies it with my wife or my family. But yeah, that is weird. I mean, I don't know how many of us have been in relationships. I mean, we all sit around and watch DSP on the internet, so. I'm just kidding. Like normally you kind of come up with like a cute little pet name for your significant other, just a little something like, hey, you know. I mean, I'm not paying attention to them drive some woman.
Gave it a try, did I not? I gave it an honest try.
And I only say that out loud because that's what I did with the in real life female style waifu, but it involved bringing them over and watching wrestling and then sending them home.
So I don't think I'll be trying Monster Hunter again. I definitely understand the appeal of it. I get why people would like it. Personally,
and we think back and have conversations about it fondly.
I can't get my audience to like it, I guess.
All right, and that is Memology 101. I watched back a couple of videos and I realized that switching from one video to the next was kind of jarring. So let's give Memology 101 their due. And like I said, I like to tell a story with the videos that we watch back to back. But after this duty video, we're going to start playing with Mai. Essentially. Oh no, I don't believe in that shit.
Really do. I need that money.
There's no rings on these fingers. Very private about that kind of stuff around others, even close friends. Go by name and maybe title and that's it. No cutesy stuff because that's between you two only. True, true.
Really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money.
Shout out to Duty Streams, by the way.
Okay, this is hilarious. I have to address this.
This happened literally today.
Phil dropped the hard R earlier, but he says freaking instead of fucking. I don't get it. You now understand that the word retarded is not a slur?
Ladies and gentlemen, don't make me pull up Big Go, because there have been many different instances of him stopping himself from saying regarded, and there's many different instances of him scolding other people for saying that word, and now all of a sudden he's going to sit on this soapbox and regale us with the tale of why it's okay to say regarded.
It's not. Do you know what it means to retard something?
Oh my god.
It means that it's slowed down. It's meant to not be a
Everybody's taller than me, Meth Bear. I'm a short king.
Held back. It's not an offensive word. Morons have made it
Captain Alex. Oh shit.
Because they're a bunch of sissy bitches.
You know what? You just gave me a great idea.
There's nothing wrong with the word retard or retarded. It has a meaning.
It's cool. Donald Trump said it was cool to say that shit now.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. We used to use that word every single day on the fucking schoolyard when I was 5 years old.
Wait! Stop it. So you mean to tell me that people were calling you regarded since you were 5 years old, my guy? The truth comes out. The truth comes out. Not Captain America, Captain Alex. I think we might have some bonus DLC for this stream.
An offensive word. You know, there are offensive words out there. The N-word is an offensive word because it's directed at
Phil.
A certain group of people of a certain race in an offensive way. That's a bad word. Retard and retarded is not a bad word unless you are the biggest bitch on the planet.
Damn! Oh shit! Shots fired.
You should get used to it, okay?
Meth Bear, that 5'6" king is a very, very lucky guy.
What are you doing, step bro?
Oh no, King be cruel.
Okay, let me. My curtains have opened and they're right in my eyes. I can't see. Hold on.
Shut the fuck up!
Damn! Did you hear that? Did that come across on the stream? What? Stream deck.
Let me ask this question then. For the geniuses who think that
okay, perfect. Thank you.
The word retarded is a slur. So when you say mentally stunted, is that a slur too?
I don't mind when other people say it. I think it's funny. I'm not going to say it out loud.
No one bats an eye. That's okay.
I don't have to.
If you say the other word, I'm so offended. Why? It means
it's called cheap heat when in pro wrestling. Like you can go out there and cuss and say bitch. Okay, so like for a long time in WWE, when the females were beefing with each other, they'd always go to, well, you're just a bitch, and everybody go, ooh. But then it became so like blasé. Everybody would say it lost its meaning. It's offensive,
so
but not a slur.
Thinking about it, you're like, oh, so there's no logic there. No, there is no logic. You're an idiot. That's correct.
And I actually think mouth droolers is a worse insult. Like mouth breathers. Like, okay, shit.
Okay.
Top 10 DSP slurs.
Big Balls did a $2 super chat. Kinder eggs have a toy in them. Don't eat it whole. Okay, I don't know if there's a Kinder egg in that box or not. I have no.
Wouldn't it be funny as shit if he ate the Kinder egg and then there was a toy inside and then he choked on it?
No idea. Okay. Dentronic says that's like having to rename
Damn,
something
Sav
that
is out
flame
here
retardant
collecting
to make
intel
it
on
not
all of
offensive.
them.
Actually, it's retardant, but it means basically the same thing.
No,
If something is
Phil, it's a different word. Retardant. Retardant. Think about what you just said.
It means that it stops something. When you
Or
say
slows it down.
It means that it's not been to its full.
Wait a minute. I just noticed that he just debunked his own shit in the middle of his own rant. I saw this live at work and I didn't catch this. Holy shit.
Capacity, it's been slowed down. So if it's flame retardant, it stops flame. It slows down flame.
Retardant.
But again,
we just figured it out, guys. Retardant. That's it. That's the word.
So dumb. They
I am so fucking.
Why would you be
so
offended at
fucking?
That is something that people called me when I was 5 years old.
People with cerebral.
I laugh at you and say, "What are you?" 5?
Cerebral palsy.
It's not offensive.
Tend to drool. Doesn't Jim Ross have cerebral palsy?
Offensive.
It's not Phil's obligation to say what is and what isn't offensive, but then at the same time, I would like to declare that like you can't be more offended than the person that is being offended. Does that make sense? Here he goes with the sway.
Bonos Temo says if you're saying it to actually insult a cognitively disabled person, it's a problem. But if you're
like when you call them mouth drooling idiots or mentally stunted.
Saying it to a troll or a detractor, it's acceptable. No.
It's acceptable because we're assholes or something.
If you say that word, retarded, all right? And you
it's
say
literally meant to be offensive. Yes, that's why the person is saying it. True. It's meant to hurt that person, and that is the intent of a slur. To say something, to itemize them into something that they don't want to be categorized as. Bell's palsy, thank you. Facial paralysis caused by a virus. Cerebral palsy is congenial. Thank you, Matt Bear. I really don't know any of this stuff.
Actually mentally slow.
And isn't it crazy to come across a live streamer that like adapts and evolves their opinion on things when presented with new information?
Don't you get it?
Yeah, so Sav completely hit it on the head here. At the end of the day, his stream is literally propped up by people with disabilities. It's in bad taste for him to say it, keeping that in mind. Very true, very true.
We're having this discussion that people are that dumb.
But it's also like the double-edged sword of it because they're so mentally deficient that they actually think that what Phil is saying is like, oh, yeah, that's true. You're so right. Pop off, King. The validation is real. He's never going to get it, though. And he's swaying. My man's be swaying, just like
CS James,
the
that's
token.
The problem. Because people misunderstand. People actually think that when I'm using the word, I'm using it as an insult.
Oh, here we go, guys. This is the card. Phil, a retard dent, is giving us the pass to say the word. All right, you've heard of you've heard of other passes that are given along, right? This is his R word pass. He's giving it to us. He's empowering us with the word because he, as a retard dent, is, handing out the cards for us.
It's a genuine descriptor. Okay? I want you to understand something. People that sit around all day on the internet, opening their phones, their laptops.
I'm afraid YouTube's going to ban me for starting this conversation, Cadet.
One of my detractors' channels, watching the content that they put out every day that's illegally restreamed.
We're illegally restreaming this right now. By the way, if Phil says people who love him are smart and logical, so it doesn't apply.
It's completely out of context, purposefully over-exaggerated.
Meth Bear's got bangers tonight.
Slanderous content. And they legitimately believe it is fact, and then they propagate it, and they have a community based around it.
He's talking about us, guys.
And relationships based around it, and they have memes, entire memes, that if someone says a word, just a single word, Wolverine toy, ooh, and that's how they react. They go just like this, ooh, Wolverine toy. I recognize that. That is not.
He said the thing. Woo! Oh! He said the thing. Let's go. Oh, he
normal
did.
human
Oh, he
behavior,
did it.
that is
He
not
did it.
representative of a regular human's intelligence or behavior.
Ooh, regular. That's not very inclusive talking there, Phil. Not very inclusive. Regular, normal.
Signs of actual
It implies that there are not normal and not regular.
And you're acting like that. But people don't care because they go through life acting like cows or acting like sheep, and they just go with the flow.
Or what about people that act like dragons, you fucking freak? Are they okay because they make your thumbnails?
They don't
your shitty thumbnails?
Themselves. They just act stupid. And there's millions upon millions of people on planet Earth.
Jazz Cup, hello, my friend.
Just stupid creatures that never add anything to the planet. They're just there to exist.
Piece of P tends to be a little too spicy for my liking, but I totally understand his rage. Where his rage come from? I just have more patience than him, but it's not unlimited. I love reading Piece of P's tweets, and I love he's saying it because he says what I think. All right, I'm gonna just say it. He taps into that brutal cut to the chase and cut your throat type style of expressing yourself that I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate it.
Instances of sucking on the positive and giving nothing back. Those are my detractors, and those are the people who watch my detractors.
He's talking about us.
Those aren't normal people. Those aren't intelligent, sharp, savvy people who are thinking, who are actively doing something to make life better for people around them.
No, that's absolutely true, Dragon. So like, here's the thing. It's all performance. You can take the lens of professional wrestling and put it on anything in life, from politics to religion. It's all about the social status and the social ladder and the social agreements with other people. I could sit here and tell you all of the different stupid things that you have to do in the carny world of professional wrestling that is so ingrained in the process that if you dare go outside of those lines, then you're exiled from it. You're considered not welcome in the space. And the thing of it is, these things aren't ever explicitly told to you. They wait until you fuck up for you to then be scolded and told on about, which I think is very toxic. All right. So maybe that's why I revel in the idea of being toxic to DSP and river rejection on the internet.
Right. They're not.
Oh, Meth Bear, let me tell you what. If I could get Jade involved in a match, have him be a distraction to roll opponent in a small package. So there was actually somebody out there who had a buddy of theirs who was in a handicap position in a chair, in a wheelchair, and like he had the arm, and he had a lot of difficulties talking and stringing together sentences and stuff like that, but he loved wrestling as one is to do. And one promotion gave them an opportunity to have this guy be a part of a segment. And that segment involved him. Let's go! The one with two eyes coming in hot with the raid. Welcome, Raiders, and welcome to the short hair queen. Let's get a look.
Oh, I didn't get any money.
How was the stream? How was everything?
Oh, are you turning on
so
us
very
now,
good to
Graham?
see you.
Is this when it happens? Is this your turn?
Ow.
What?
Wait, hold on, is there PvP?
You bastard!
Kill Graham! Kill Graham!
You shit!
Y'all know.
All right. Well, there was the one with two eyes. Friend of the channel, Joker Juice. I'm flipping fantastic. Nocturnal hanging out with us over on YouTube as well. We were just talking about, in the world of professional wrestling, there may or may not have been a gentleman who was very handicapped, but in his mind, very handy capable. And they were a part of a segment in a pro wrestling show where the person in the wheelchair was kicked in the face and out of their chair and onto the canvas. Let's just say the State Athletic Commission, upon seeing and hearing this, had a lot of things to say about the situation. And that person never, I wouldn't say step foot in the ring ever again, because they literally picked him up over the rope and placed him into the ring. He's never going to step foot in the wrestling ring again.
I'm not saying that they're suffering from some kind of a medical.
It was great.
Condition.
Thank you.
I'm
We finished
saying their
Tales of
brains
Monkey
are
Island and
stunted
started the
because they
new
don't
game
actually
next
take the
week.
time
Love to hear it.
think
Thank
about
you
what they do.
so much
You get it?
for the update and
This
for
is
the
not
raid.
a slur or
We're
an
making
insult.
fun of Darkside Phil because literally today this guy is trying to give us the reasoning as to why it's okay to say the R word. Yeah, he's trying to justify it. He thinks that hanging out with Kino Casino has emboldened him and that he can just sling this word around. He's handing out the card like it's nothing, and he's trying to defend this point. And I don't think he's up to the task.
If you're describing someone as something and it's accurate, it can't be offensive, stupid.
Meth Bear, you got it. You got it.
Do you get it? It's only offensive when you use it in a way that you're trying to insult. I'm literally not trying to insult anyone. I'm telling you these people are mentally slow based on their behavior. It's a direct cause and effect. There is no intentional insult here. This is how it is.
Sir V, I'm going to tell you this. I tried playing Monster Hunter Rise because it was free on the PlayStation Network. And I don't think I like Monster Hunter. I played the last one before Rise. I played Rise, and I have no appetite for the other Rise game. I don't know what it is. It's not my cup of tea. Maybe I just haven't found the right weapon or gameplay loop. I tried giving Monster Hunter a chance. I can't vibe with it. I don't know. Right? It's a slur, correct? It's you say it with the intent of hurting that person. Like there's malice behind when you say it. He's trying to justify. He's saying this is a descriptor. Right, Cross? Like I will glaze Final Fantasy forever because I remember playing Final Fantasy 1 on Nintendo as a child and growing up and playing all the Final Fantasies, all the spin-off Final Fantasies. It was just a game that I played throughout the majority of my life that I associate with a lot of different points of time in my life, and I continue to play Final Fantasy games to this day. Right now, I'm playing at least 2 Final Fantasy games, 14 and what is that game? What is that fucking game? Ever Crisis. Jesus. It's difficult for me to keep up with all of these spin-offs.
Oh, that's absolutely true. Sylvania says, to be fair, there's people who are...
Ice Marbles, welcome, by the way.
You have to say simply because they don't like you. And that's the bottom line. Is they will never listen to reason. They will never listen to logic. They will never listen to fact. To them...
is fact.
Reality is an actual fantasy they've created around their narrative and these weird cult-like group communities they have on the internet.
It's talking about us, guys.
Like mental stuntation.
Yes! And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the name of tonight's stream. If you look at it on YouTube, the mental stuntation. Obviously, this guy isn't mentally stunted. Obviously.
Group communities they have on the internet. People of like mental stuntation who act this way, and they all group together. It's like blood coagulating. You know?
Just say another word with a lot of syllables, Phil. It'll be fine. The molecular structure of your conglomeration.
Oh, it's pretty messed up.
Oh, by the way, Raiders, I tend to get very toxic when I watch Darkside Phil, but you guys have actually been spared the worst of it because earlier in the stream, we were watching one of Darkside Phil's fans, legitimate fans, somebody that goes to this guy's channel and unironically enjoys his content. And this guy proclaims proudly that he is a meth dealer, a meth user that still lives home with mommy, where he shitposts his edgelord dumbass content, and this all literally happened today. So we had to get on it. We had to report it. We had to get it out into the ether. And we're learning a lot about ourselves along the way, like how I really don't like Monster Hunter.
I had to go check out. Now I will respond. So Great Zero Taste did a $10 Australian super chat, which is around like $6.60, something like.
Holy shit! Wait a minute. Go back. Isn't New Zealand a part of Australia? Huh?
Taste did a $10 Australian super chat, which is around like 660, something like that American. So not
Asshole.
the top super chat, but you know, we'll add it to the leaderboard here.
Not the top super chat. Fuck off.
I watched
Guys, if anybody contributed to the stream, the last thing I would say is if it was a bigger or smaller contribution than the one before it. Like, who does that? Who says that? Like, what the fuck? Are you trying to motivate people to like be the top tipper? I don't think this is like helping the people that are tipping you right now.
your PSN outage video. I hope it's okay to ask. What about?
Hey, look,
Game
Rhea
Pass?
Ripley is
We
an
actually
Aussie,
addressed this.
and she can scoop me up and throw me
5
around
months
if she
and says,
wanted to.
Based. Well, thank you, CD. You know, so, to be honest, I'm just so tired of people on the internet being so ignorant and stupid. And
Well, then let's start with your channel, Phil, because everything that you've said so far is bullshit.
trying to say dumb shit. Like, so you can't use words in a factual way anymore to actually describe anything because it's offensive. No, you can.
All right, Phil, you got tits. You got B-cup tits, sagging tits, too. You got 3D Dorito tits. Your jawline is trash. It's soft as fuck. It's filled to the brim with your snot. You've got patches on your skin. Your hair is greasy. You sweating like a pig. You're fidgeting around. You have no composure. You have no poise. You can't talk right. You can't string together coherent thought. Everything you say is dumb. Everything you say is a lie. There's no reason we should be listening to you. There's no reason why we should believe you. You are the Pied Piper of mentally deficient people. You're hoping that you can exploit them and steal as much money away from them as you can. And then you berate them as you do it, and they, for some reason, find this agreeable. You surround yourself with the worst type of people, and you have no problem with it. If you hang out with garbage, you're going to smell like trash.
You can. No, really, you can. And you need to tell people
No, really, Phil. Look at you. You're going to... Your background is whack. Your wardrobe is whack. Your haircut is whack. Your face hair is whack.
pussies and to grow the fuck up.
Damn.
Stop trying to make the entire world forbidden. What are we going to do? Burn books next? Oh, you know, any book that has that word in it, you gotta burn because it's so offensive. Go fuck yourself. How about that? You want offensive?
Zelda puzzles are...
sit on a cactus and spin.
Damn. And then he also has this like... Let's go back.
How about that? You want offensive? Go sit on a cactus and spin.
It's always ass play with this guy, by the way. All right. It's always something about the ass. It's always about eating his ass. It's always about shitting from his ass. It's about farting from his ass. It's about sitting on things. This is his go-to. And so this is like the same thing that River Rejection always goes to when it comes to meth. He's always going on about the clouds and tweaking and pipes and all this dumb shit. That's his go-to. Okay. And a lot of truth is said in jest. And, you know, if you constantly put this energy out into the world, then of course it's going to come back to you. So the way that he's always, his go-to 100% is ass shit, for lack of a better word. That makes me think that, you know, maybe...
Stop ruining our world because you're a bunch of fucking sissies and cowards and you can't live with reality, all right?
Yeah, I don't think they have cactuses up in the Great White North. What about a pine cone?
All right.
Phil?
Dear Charlie did a $5 super chat. He says, I'm disabled, but I'm okay with you saying the word retarded.
In real time, we just got confirmation that his core fan base, the people that hang out in his chat on his streams, are of that flavor of person.
Because I'm not using it in a manner that's disrespecting anyone who may have that condition. I'm using it in the word as a descriptor. It's different.
So your wife is fat as a descriptor. She's fat, Phil. She's fat.
I think the problem is people turned the word into a medical condition. That's not.
It is a medical condition. People are afflicted with this.
That's the purpose of the word. The purpose of the word means to hold back, to slow down. You know what I'm saying? That's what the word means. So if you're using it in that regard, saying someone is that.
In that regard, Phil, poor choice of words right there.
You're saying you are mentally stunted. You are actually held back mentally. They're not a normal
Non-inclusive word. Normal is not inclusive word. Not normal. What is normal, Phil?
Logical person. That's why you act in an abnormal way.
I watched this live too, and I'm
if you're trying to say they actually
seeing
have that
things that I
medical
didn't see the
condition,
first time around.
That's different, and I've never even used it that way.
That way.
That's the last thing that I even think of when I use the word, when I say the word. Okay. Oh, the update worked. Let's see.
Yeah, let's just pivot real fast from this conversation.
It did. Cool. All right.
All right.
Uh-oh. Don't tell me it reset everything. There we go. Okay.
Speaking of,
I'm going to be using it shortly. I got to zoom it in slightly more. There we go. That should be good, I think. We'll see. It's supposed to be auto-following me. Is it?
Phil, don't make me press the auto follow button on my thing.
Okay. I got it working again. Cool.
You know what? Fuck it. We ball.
Another update. And this camera, too, has an update. I see it's not going to work now because because it updated. So I have to reselect it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get it to reselect now. Okay. Oh, no. He's the king of hate. He's a bigot. He's a sexist. He's a racist.
Just like Captain Alex. Throw anti-Semitic in there just for good measure.
He's this, he's that, which is all false. But they do that because that's how they try to get, oh, you see, we'll use his own thing against him. And the truth is, people on this planet are very ignorant.
The truth is, it can also be the Manchurian Candidate safe word, as basically, because when he repackages the argument into what he has to say, then it's easier for him to knock the argument over. All right, hold on a second. Okay, perfect.
People on Earth will not
take that's
5
true.
minutes to do the research to actually find out what the moniker means, despite the fact that
Ice Marbles got it right.
is readily and easily available. Instead, they'll just believe the absolute worst. So the moment you hear someone being called the king of hate, you think, wow, that guy must be a real hateful asshole.
Cross. And once you put on the clown makeup, it doesn't come off.
No. That's actually
I heard that from one DSP Space Gaming.
Stupid to figure it out, so you have to stop using it at some point. And especially now, the modern day, where everyone went woke and everything, people were definitely using it against me in very negative ways. Like I said.
Oh my God, the woke mind virus. This is like the dumbest boomer shit. If we're talking about things that make me cringe, both sides of the aisle can fucking get it. Because when I hear woke mind virus, that just reminds me of when boomer ass parents tells their kid to pause the Nintendo.
In 2021, that is actually how they
Mom, I'm playing an Xbox.
Switch partner program.
You know, Elon Musk should buy it because X, his social media platform, also begins in the letter X, Xbox.
Basically, packaging. He has this website, thekingofhate.com. He uses the King of Hate moniker in his content. And here's some clips from 13 years ago where he said some stuff, and then they'll play the clip about, me playing Dead Space 2 demo with the stupid Nazi joke that I made, right?
At least he fessed up to it, and now he has his arms crossed. Yeah, I made those Nazi jokes. Yes, I was the last space marine Nazi, and I had to destroy all the Jews. Yeah. Hello, Jew.
And that's what got me basically kicked out of everything, despite the fact that it was all untrue. So there's no way that sadly I could continue to use the
chicken
moniker,
quesadilla or steak quesadilla.
Convince the world, of what it really meant. They, too many dumb companies out there, too many idiots. So it is what it is.
It is what it is. Self-defeating.
Moved on positively from it. So
look at the kick chat too. They were popping off. And anything else, Phil?
Okay. All right, are we done?
Are we done? You tell me. Well, thank you, Duty, for the content. That all happened today. Like the River rejection guy and then Phil trying to defend saying regarded all happened today. It was nonstop excitement. It was tons of fun. But that's not all. Y'all ready for some bonus DLC? Well, if you stick around, we might just sail the high seas on the SS Jupiter with your favorite Captain Alex. Holy shit, if you stick around after this, I'd love to share the latest goings on in VR chat and more. Hope to see you on the other side of this.